The number of people testing positive for coronavirus has risen to 126. Health CS Mutahi Kagwe made this announcement even as he ordered that anyone going to the supermarket or open-air markets must now wear a face mask. Mark Namaswa begins our bulletin tonight with these details.
Saturday, Afya House, Nairobi. Health CS Mutahi Kagwe begins his briefing on COVID-19 with a tribute to fallen Kenya Airways pilot Daudi Kibati, whose death has been linked to the current COVID-19 global pandemic.
Captain Kibati, together with his colleagues in Kenya Airways flight, took a major risk to go and evacuate Kenyans from America, one of the high-risk countries. In fact, it is currently the leading number of coronavirus diseases at 277, over 277,000 reported so far.
And Kenya has now moved the total COVID-19 infection count by 4 to 126 so far over the past 24 hours.
The 4 are 3 Kenyans and 1 Pakistani national. In terms of gender, we have 3 who are male and 1 who is female. 2 of them traveled from Malawi and Pakistan respectively, while the other 2 contracted it locally.
CS Kagwe's clarion call on this death was directed at the youthful Kenyan population. 1, they form the majority of Kenya's over 47 million people. 2, science is showing their relative tolerance to the infection. And 3, however, they are potentially carriers of the disease, very lethal to older people.
It is you, my sons and daughters. It is you, my younger brothers and sisters, who will face your children with no job and a collapsed economy. It is you who will face us, your parents, as you watch us get sickly, and there is nothing you'll be able to do. And worse, it is you who will bury us.
So far, Kenya has already tested 1,866 out of 2,050 people in mandatory quarantine. Government outlining steps towards expanding its medical and logistical capacity to handle the pandemic. But now Kenyans will also play their part. No going out to the marketplaces without face masks.
That any person visiting a supermarket or any other open-air market to begin wearing protective masks immediately.
Government says it will assist needy cases in quarantine facilities meet the cost, but non-adherence to isolation guidelines will result in extra 14 days in quarantine at your own cost.
My appeal to Kenyans is that tough times lie ahead. Let us not lower our guard. Together, if we work like we are doing, we shall overcome.
Though numbers for corona-positive cases have not shot up in Kenya over the past 24 hours, the government insists there's need for extra vigilance. We are not yet out of the woods. Mark Namaswa, KTN News.
The government has